Hey everyone, glad you could join me for another weekly update at ADE, the place to be. Today is Friday, April 28th, which lets you know that it is the end of the month. We are going to be entering May as we start next school week, which is the last full month of school. We just got a couple days there in June. I think kids only have one day in June. So anyway, we're getting closer to the end of the year, but there's still so much learning to be done, and we'll still have all of our state testing, which I'll talk about here soon. So there's a lot left to do. As always, let's recognize our Writers of the Week. In kindergarten, Mila Maxwell. First, Charlie Caines. Second, Grayson Last. Third, Saminsky Lassane. Fourth, Caroline Thames. And fifth, Gracie Stutes. Thank you for your excellent writing. I got to see some of these in the hallway this week. And as always, just keep up the good work. Keep working, keep improving. That's all you can do. So some highlights from this week. We had an excellent Spring Fling musical this week where we went to camp. And it turns out camp, although it was a little scary at first for these kids, was definitely better than staying at home or going to summer school because they had a lot of fun. But in all seriousness, the music was great. The performances were great. I want to just give a huge shout out to Miss Moda for being in charge of it all, Miss Barry, Miss Bia Terrera, Miss Bradford, and Mr. Moda for helping in Libby's dance. So Miss Libby's dance studio, huge shout out to them and her really for helping us out. It could not happen without them. So I can't wait to see what we have for next year. Kids, I was so just blown away by how hard you worked for this. The next morning, we had our volunteer breakfast here at the school in the library. And I hated that I had to miss this. I had a separate meeting that I had to go to with principals, but I was just so glad we could put this on and thankful for those who really helped orchestrate it. Miss Parrott especially for cooking all of the food. Her cooking skills have been put to good use in the last couple weeks, and I am just eternally grateful for her. I heard her quiche was quite the hit. But for our volunteers, I hope that morning showed you just how thankful we are. But one morning can't possibly repay you for how much you help us. On Thursday, we had our state testing parent workshop. That was a lot of fun to watch Miss Spigner and Miss Bynes and to go through with some of the parents and students some test taking tips and just to help you understand what the tests are all about. We also this month celebrated some terrific kids. So let's check out who earned those privileges. And I personally have to give a couple shout outs. I got a couple sweet gifts today from some sweet students. Ella Bishop, she actually drew or painted this herself. And I was so excited to bring it to me this morning, and I'm just blown away. I have it in my office now, but we're gonna have to find a better spot so everyone can see just how creative and talented she was with that. And then my little friend Lexi brought me this, and I'm just happy whenever I can get something. Not that I'm telling you all to go get me gifts, but I just love to see the creativity of our students and parents here. So that is another little gift that I will treasure. And as you may have already seen today, speaking of gifts, you got our annual report to parents from our School Improvement Council. Just goes through some good things, highlights at the school, shows some test data, which we are always very proud of here, but always looking to just keep improving. And just highlighting some of the, again, great things going on at our school and what some of our areas for improvement are. So you can check out this, should have came home today. I tasked some third graders, I think 11 of them, to help me fold all these today. because many hands make light work, and I was very proud of them for their hard work helping fold these and count these. And they may have gotten some nice snacks as a reward for their help. So I know I can always count on the kids here. Next week, looking at some upcoming things, is Teacher Appreciation Week and Food Nutrition Professionals Appreciation Week. So we appreciate our teachers and food professionals every day, but just putting a little bug in your ear, parents or whoever might be watching this, there's a week where you could show some extra appreciation for our staff. And Thursday, we have our first day of SC Ready testing. This is just for third grade. They will all be taking ELA Day 1. That's English Language Arts Day 1 on Thursday. Thursday is also Sweet Frog Spirit Night. So after that long test, or even if you didn't take that test, go ahead out to Sweet Frog and get a sweet treat. And Friday, the 5th, is third grade SC Ready Day 2. So big week next week for our third graders, and everybody else is still just getting closer to that testing time, just learning as much as we can, and just being curious every day. Life's not about the tests. The tests are important, and we need to do our best and do well. But just being curious and learning every day is what's most important. If you do that, the tests are gonna take care of themselves. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend, and I look forward to speaking with you next week.